Changes comes when we ask critical questions. One of the ways by which we can have changes in our society is when we ask questions that challenge status quo. As Christians, let me give you an example. Have you wondered or have you asked questions that all these prayers against our perceived human enemies to die, are they really being answered? If they are really being answered, have you asked the questions that what would the population of this world have reduced to? Because especially in Africa, this prayer against the enemies, our perceived human enemies to die, is rampant everywhere. And if truly they are dying, the population of Africa or Nigeria as a sample should have reduced to maybe half by now. Because virtually all the Pentecostal churches pray that kind of prayers. And if 100 people pray that their perceived human enemy should die, at least 100 people should die. And then in denominations, the multiplicative effect or the multiplying effect, 100 people in this denomination, 1,000 people in this denomination, 5,000 in this denomination, they are praying the same prayer that their perceived human enemies should die, and they are really dying, then the population should have drastically or geometrically reduced. But has anything like that happened? It means that that prayer holds no water. God does not answer that kind of prayer. And that should have changed our orientation. That should have made us to understand that this prayer needs to change. But because we don't ask critical questions, so we can apply this same principle to several other things. If we ask critical questions about some of our practices, then we will see that our orientation would definitely change. From today, begin to ask critical questions that challenge status quo.